Ayan sat on the cold park bench, the evening wind brushing against his tired face. The world around him moved with purpose, children laughing, people jogging, families talking, but he felt still, almost invisible. Just a few months ago, he had plans. Dreams. A job he believed in. A woman he loved. But life had a cruel way of hitting all at once. First, he lost his job after the company downsized. Then, his long-term relationship ended with a quiet message, "I think we want different things." And finally, his father, his anchor, fell seriously ill. Bills piled up. Confidence slipped away. And now he sat alone, feeling like he had lost the battle before it even started. Ayan closed his eyes and whispered to himself, "Maybe I'm just not meant to win in life." He didn't realize an old man had stopped near him, listening. "Why do young people say such dangerous things?" the old man asked gently. Ayan looked up, startled. The man wasn't someone he knew, just a passerby, wearing an old coat and holding a wooden walking stick. But there was something wise, calm, reassuring about him. Ayan forced a smile. "It's nothing, sir. Just life." The old man sat beside him. "Life doesn't break you," he said. "It reveals you." Ayan didn't respond, but something in his heart shifted. "You think you have lost," the old man continued, "but losing is not the opposite of winning. Losing is the classroom where winners are trained." Ayan frowned. "What if I'm tired of learning? What if I just want something to finally go right?" The old man chuckled softly. "Then let me tell you something someone once told me, something that saved my life." He leaned closer. "You will never lose again, the day you decide that every loss is a message." Ayan stared at him, confused but curious. "A message?" "Yes," the man said. "Life does not take things from you to punish you. It takes things away to clear space for what belongs." Ayan felt his throat tighten. He thought of his job, his relationship, his failures. "But if everything is a message," he said quietly, "what are mine saying?" The old man smiled with kind eyes. "That is what you must learn. When life pushes you down, it's not rejection. It's redirection." For the first time in months, Ayan inhaled deeply. Something in those words cracked open a small window of hope. The man stood slowly. "I will come here every evening," he said. "If you want to understand your messages, come back tomorrow." And just as suddenly as he appeared, he walked away. Ayan sat there long after, feeling a strange warmth inside, a feeling he hadn't felt in a long time. He whispered, "Redirection, not rejection." Something was beginning. And he didn't even know it yet. The next day, Ayan returned to the same bench, not sure why, but something compelled him to go. The old man was already sitting there, as if he had been waiting. "You came," the man said with a smile. Ayan nodded. "I want to understand." "Good," the man replied. "Then tell me, what is hurting you the most?" Ayan took a deep breath. "My failures," he admitted. "I feel like everything I touched went wrong." The old man shook his head gently. "No. Everything you touched taught you." Ayan looked puzzled. So the old man began explaining. "Losing your job taught you you're capable of more than one path. Losing your relationship taught you love cannot be forced. Your father's illness taught you what truly matters." Ayan felt tears form. "But why does it all hurt so much?" "Because the universe whispers before it shouts," the man said. "You didn't listen to the whispers, so life raised its voice." Ayan looked down, processing every word. "Now," the old man continued, "tell me one thing you still have." "I don't know," Ayan said honestly. The man pointed at his chest. "You have you. And that is enough to rebuild everything." Ayan felt something heavy lift from inside him. For the first time, he didn't feel weak, he felt capable. Over the next weeks, he returned every day. The old man taught him things no book or teacher ever had. Failure is feedback. Pain is a guide. Loss is transformation. And strength is a choice. Slowly, Ayan began rebuilding his life. He started applying for jobs again, not desperately, but with confidence. He learned new skills online. He took care of his father with patience and love. He forgave himself for not being perfect. He began to dream again, bigger this time. Then one evening, after many days of meeting, Ayan came to the park, but the old man was not there. The next day, still not there. A week passed. Then 2. Ayan began to worry. Finally, he asked the nearby tea vendor, "Do you know the old man who used to sit here?" The vendor looked confused. "Which old man?" "No one sits there every evening except you." Ayan froze. He looked at the empty bench. For a moment, he wondered if the man was real or an angel, or perhaps just a lost soul passing through. But then he smiled. Because it didn't matter. The lessons were real. The change was real. The strength inside him now was real. Ayan whispered to the empty bench. "Thank you, whoever you were." He walked away, shoulders steady, heart full. And in that moment, he understood the final message. You never lose in life when you decide to keep learning, keep moving, and keep believing. Because losing is only possible when you stop growing. And from that day on, Ayan never lost again.